What is up, YouTube and all my fish keeping friends? How is everybody doing out there in Fish Tank Land? Hope you guys are having a good Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, we are. We're just melting a little bit. We apologize for the fan in the hallway, but it's just too darn hot to not have something going, right?
Yeah, we got a couple fans running. We realized today's a really, really hot day. We're like, how are we going to do this? So we prepared a bunch of like cold beverages, and I got some fans on and trying to keep those fans as quiet as possible. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Father's Day. I saw my father, Papa Harden. So my father was up in here in the chat earlier. I'm giving everybody phone calls this afternoon. So let us know how the audio is. I'm just rolling with it. The audio looks good on my end. We're playing around with these lavalier mics just to see if it sounds a little bit different, and just, you know how I like to test things out live.
Yeah.
It's fun. It makes it fun.
So exciting.
Yeah. Deanna Somervilles is up in here, up in the chat. I got chat all over the place now.
Your mic is crazy. I sound good.
My mic is crazy hot. Crazy hot, or I'm just really loud. Do I just need to be quiet?
No, it's just crazy. I don't know. Yeah, apparently you sound bad.
My sound is bad. Your sound like you. I'm sitting in a box. Well, loud and distorted. It does sound loud and distorted. Oh no, here. Does that help if I bring it down? Sound is off, buzzy, maybe from fan. Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to read what people are saying here. It does sound distorted. Does it sound hot? Does it sound a little bit better because I lowered the audio a little bit? And otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and switch the other mic. That's why I wanted to check this out first and see how it works, because I can go ahead and just switch over to the other microphone really quick if it doesn't work out. I just want to see. I turn the audio down. Is it better? William Jansen says it's better, which maybe just means I need to bring it down a little bit.
I was worried that...
Well, if you talk too, then we can. It's okay. It is distorted. It's perfect now. Okay, yeah. DPK says it's perfect now. All right. Well, I was more worried about you hearing an echo because of two microphones so close to each other. I was afraid that you'd hear like double the reverberation, like twice. I did have my microphone in my shirt there in the beginning. Somebody says it's good now, so we're gonna go with it for now. But and this is just a test to play around with. You know, I'll watch this afterwards and I'll be like, that was horrible, and we'll probably never do it again. Either way, it was hard with one studio. Until we have two studio microphones, it's kind of hard to have the one microphone in here, like right in the middle of us. Yeah. So I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope everybody's hanging out with like family if you have the opportunity to. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I saw my father was in here in the beginning, and I don't see him now, but...
You know, it's funny. Somebody asked what's up with my facial expression because I'm sitting here laughing. I so many times have been watching the stream when you tested something out and we're tweaking it, but now that I'm on the other end, I'm like, oh.
I make her watch it afterwards. I'm like, Amber, do you see the way you were... Never mind. The way you were looking at me?
I mean, to be fair, the one day I was very grumpy. I was very grumpy one day, but...
Not Nola Jane says it's awesome now. Well, that's good.
Yeah, there we go.
And I was a little loud at first because I wanted to be loud, but these were nice when we were out at the beach, though. That was fun. Yes. At Lake Champlain, because with the wind, I was really impressed for the price of these things, really. Anyways, let's see. So today our subject matter, of course, is projects, and we were going to do this stream last Sunday, and we kind of got caught up and a little overwhelmed and exhausted. We've got a lot of projects going on, and some projects that are not even fish related, just because it's kind of like settling into this house, right?
I mean, settling into this house, and I have a tendency to acquire new projects on probably a daily basis. Like this morning, I decided I was going to repot one of my biggest palm trees and enlisted Joseph's help for that, which it didn't take long with two people, but things like that. Or I'll randomly at 6:30 in the morning go to him with this really cheap old antique whatever type of wood furniture off Craigslist and be like, look at this, I want to paint it this color. So there's no shortage of projects in this house, that's for sure.
Someone says to turn you up, and I don't know if I can until I learn how to do that properly. Because I should be able to do it. I should be able to turn your volume up a little bit on there, but I haven't learned how to use these yet. So your volume, for some reason, is a little. Your volume could come up a little bit louder, but mine.
I knew
Mine's
you were
fine.
gonna tweak with it.
Well, I'm
Bear with
tempted
us.
to.
Do you remember the advice of Mark? No touchy touchy.
Did Mark say that? No touchy touchy?
No, but that was always his thing, is no touchy touchy, because that's when you break things. Oh, we're going for it.
I'm looking for the volume. It doesn't really have.
Learning together.
It doesn't really have a separate volume on here. I don't know.
Maybe if I move it closer to
Oh,
your
well.
mouth.
I don't know. I don't know how to set the volume on this any higher. On yours separately, not right now.
I surely don't know.
I don't know. Switch. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Let's see if that works. Let's see if it is that simple. Dan Slee is a smart guy. He says just to switch microphones. Yeah, because if mine's too hot for some reason and yours isn't, and I'm a little louder, then maybe it'll just even out. We'll just try that. Anyways, we're working on we're working on a lot of different projects. We got all kinds of stuff going on. We are trying to get the house ready. Get the house ready for summer. There's, I don't know, you've got a lot of tubs that you started before I even got here. There was a lot of tubs that you put into the backyard.
I mean, to me, this is so awkward.
Does
To
that make a
me,
difference, Dan?
I'm trying to, hang on, give me a sec. How do I don't know how to plug it in.
Her mic isn't on. Her mic isn't on. Priscilla says her mic isn't on. No, well,
No,
we'll switch them, so we'll just see. Just keep it that way.
What?
Otherwise, I will just turn this mic around here and go plug this baby in if I have to.
I don't even know if
Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. We'll see what happens. This is testing it all live. Happy Father's Day. Let's see. So the summer tubbing. That's something that you kind of started before I got here.
I mean, yeah, I bought, 8 100-gallon tubs, and then I got a couple of 20-gallon tubs when he was here, and then I just kind of kept sneaking them in and or walking up to him in stores with them in my hands, being like, I'm going to buy it, and just kind of being like, almost challenging you to tell me no, which thankfully for both of us, you never did. So we now have a bunch of tubs. We have like 23 tubs. 24 tubs. We have a lot of tubs. Uh-oh.
24 tubs altogether.
We're still doing.
I'm playing with stuff. Just don't. Mic check 1 2 3. What's up, Jason? How are you? So I guess my mic is not. This mic isn't working or isn't on. Let me turn it off, and then I'm gonna turn it back on.
Well then, so yes, summer tubbing. Started that before you got here. Set up some of the tubs. I still haven't set up the big tubs because, I don't know, things keep getting in the way. Putting the garden in came first because you have to get vegetables into the ground by a certain point of time in Vermont because we only have like a window where it's nice because the seasons here are pretty harsh. Again, hence the fan and me sweating profusely throughout this entire stream. It's been like 86, 87 lately, which is pretty high. And
Check 1 2. Can people hear me now? I'm sorry. I'm so bad. It's nice to finally have guppies out in the tubs, though. It is definitely nice
you
to
just
finally
keep
have-
going.
I know.
Yes, I put a trio in one tub and a couple pairs in another, and I already have Fry, so that's exciting.
Nice.
Lilimi are going to be going in next. I have Tigray. I got some Sunburst platies that should be in soon that I'm going to just kind of quarantine in their tub.
Well, explain what was really cool what you were doing with the colanders and how, okay, so we got colanders. It's in the video. If you guys saw the last video, I kind of did a little update of everything going on. And we got colanders, and when we were at the dollar store getting colanders, we were thinking how we're going to make them float. and we saw the like pool noodles, and we thought that'd be great.
Well, no, you have
Help
to
make it
back up
float.
because that's not what happened. We went to the dollar store
Oh.
so I could get a planter for a house plant project.
Oh, and then it turned into
I bought this
something
really
else.
cool, what is it, like 4 feet tall African like tiki statue CD holder. It's this
Oh yeah,
wood
one of
carved.
those, the old school like
Mhm.
tiki, like Indonesian carved wood CD.
And to give it like a second life, because it has 3 main shelf slots where you can stack CDs, I put little plant pots in each one. So we went there for that. And being fish nerds, we were automatically walking around the dollar store being like, what else could we do? I think we got some glass vases
It's like, what can we use
that
for
he's
fish keeping in the dollar store?
that he's gonna aquascape. I got some butterfly nets that we're gonna use for collecting, and then I saw colanders that were
had
like,
the telescoping. Well, they were selling them as butterfly nets. They were telescoping butterfly nets, and they were like black, well, different colors, had different colored nets, and their nets about 7-8 inches diameter. But they were telescoping. Of course, if you went really hard, you'd bend it. It was like the metal from like an antenna. So if you were gentle with them, like if we're gentle with them, they're like those telescoping shrimp nets.
well, I mean, to be fair, you shouldn't like be too rough when you're collecting fish, anyways. So.
Right. We shouldn't trash them.
I mean, ideally, when you're collecting fish in water, at least in my opinion, you more guide them into the net than you like
Well,
scoop.
plus I think some guys is not big fish. They're not for big fish. Not for
No,
big fish.
no. But we do want to go collecting some nanofish. But yeah, wandered around, saw the colanders that had holes in it, literally the perfect size for younger fry to go in and out, but definitely not adult live bears. So I went, these would be perfect. And we thought we were going to need to use foam, like pool noodles, because
Right.
they also had those. We thought we would attach those to the outside edge of the colander and like float them. But when I got them home, I kind of just threw one into a tub and it floated because the rim fills with air.
There's
So
that little handle around the edge, and it was just enough air, so it floats all by itself. Didn't even need the noodles.
no. And then what I decided to do, because I was like, oh, if I'm gonna like, because we tested the water temperature in these tubs because they're in direct sunlight, and there's about an 8-degree difference from the top of the water to the bottom, and it's not. They're actually kind of the perfect temperature for guppies. But when it's warmer on the top of the water, you kind of want to make sure there's shade for those fish, like good solid shade to cool it down. So I took the pool noodle and cut like a 6-inch piece, cut it in half, and stuck it on top of the water above the colander in each of the tubs, and dumped the adults into the tubs. I didn't think any of the females were actually that pregnant.
Yeah.
But the next morning when I went out and I was just curious, like digging around to make sure they were all, still okay, and the overnight outside didn't do my fish dirty because I was really nervous about it first time.
Well, it's still still been some cool. There've been some cooler nights, but there's also been
Crazy
some
hot
warm,
days.
Hot days too, which could be scary in 20 gallons of water or less. Yeah.
Yeah, so I pulled the plants back, and there was like 8 little fry swimming around in the colander because in their like need to get away from the adults in the actual tub itself, they swam through the holes of the colander and were like, oh, cool, we're safe here. So,
Bob Keller says Joseph sounds pretty low. Old news. Oh yes, my mic's not working. I keep playing with it. Let's see.
Jesse, we do have shiners in Vermont. Actually,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Jesse had
we have several types of shiners. We have darters. We have a species of freshwater goby, apparently. Dace, things like that. I want to collect fish. I want to do a native tank. He wants to do a big native tank, and I told him go ahead because I want to have a big native tank to sit in front of.
Yeah, a native tank would be nice. Plus, there's some nice aquatic plants that would be fun around here. Yeah, Haley. I love in the chat today. Oh boy.
I do not.
I'm loving it, Bob. Yeah,
Yes.
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Anyways, so no, that's awesome. It's nice to see that there's already fry that they already like just that quickly. That the fry are utilizing it as like refuge and safety. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And then I actually ended up taking window, like the plastic, the plastic mesh window screen netting stuff that you use to make window screens. And I cut it to size and just kind of tossed it over the top of the tub. And that keeps it about 10 degrees cooler than it was because the water is shaded. Yes, I'm reading DPK is saying that we have some awesome, colorful gobies in Vermont.
Am I
That's exciting.
on here still? Does I sound better? Check 1, 2, and 3. Maybe. I should have watched, look at the instructions on how these things work before I tried to use them like this. They worked fine when we were out.
Oh my god! And you give me so much
So this is a project
for
me.
not using instruction manuals.
I always instead I like to watch YouTube videos. Instead of instruction manual, I go try to find a YouTube video.
I like to figure it out on my own.
How to do it.
I prefer to view it as a suggestion pamphlet. Like you could.
That's horrible. What did I do? Does it work? Turn that off. Oh no. I fixed it. I don't know.
It's my life.
Alright. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? You're gonna talk about your other project, and I'm gonna change microphones to this microphone right
Which
here.
other project? I have so many.
And we're gonna test these out again before I try this again. It was fine when it's off. Yes, I know, I turned it off. See, I messed with her channel is what it was. I'm on channel group B. Well, forget about it. Forget about it. Yeah, I'm gonna switch this other. I'm gonna switch to this other thing here in a second. Right now, while you're talking. While you're talking, that's gonna be your microphone. This will work out.
I'm sorry to be so rude as to drink my Arnold Palmer on stream, but it's the kind of day where you just need projects. One of my main projects lately, not even projects, it's more kind of like an obsession. And I feel like Father's Day is the right day to admit to this being something that I've been basically gearing my days around. The lawn. I don't know why, but I've taken it upon me to because we have some terrible grass. This lawn, the previous owners did not love or appreciate this house in the yard. We have a big, nice yard, and there's raised beds, and they let the raised beds go to crap. The wood was all nasty looking. The yard has holes in it. Grass is pretty much non-existent or dead. So, I don't know, he mentioned that some people put a lot of effort into their lawns, and I was like, yeah, that's nice. And then I was looking at grass in our neighborhood, and I realized some other people have their grass is way greener, and their lawns are they're nice. You know what I mean? They're the kind of lawn that you want to picnic on. And I realized it's all the older retired gentlemen in the neighborhood for the most part with the nicest lawns. And I was like, well, I need to beat all these old retired dads, dang it. So that's what I've been doing. I have been seeding and fertilizing the lawn. I've been watering it by hand. And yesterday I bought a sprinkler system and I was out moving it around. And I actually saw 2 separate neighbors on 2 separate occasions laughing at me. So yeah, the lawn. The garden goes with it, but it's more
The grass is its own thing. Well, it's its own beast. If anybody's had to
I
try
was
to tame a
legitimately-
broken lawn.
I was legitimately depressed for about 3 hours this week. Very depressed. Because I get to mow on Fridays. And there's something really satisfying about mowing the lawn. I don't know what it is, but I really enjoy it. And when I couldn't mow it on Friday, and he's gone, or he would attest to this, I was very sad. Why are you taking the fan? Oh, I'm going to sweat, people. He turned the fan off.
I'm going to try to leave that one on. I think they're still referring to a small. The waterfall that you're probably hearing is a fan.
Haley.
But you get
Dang
that
it,
one.
Haley.
There we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. No more moving. I am here to stay. Okay. I'm good. I'm with you. I'm with you. We're here. We're doing this. Alrighty.
Oh.
Okie
Oh,
dokie
dear.
smokies. Alright. Thank you, Haley, for keeping it together in the chat there. William Jansen, thank you for all your support. Thank you to all of my moderators and all of my members out
Thank
there.
you to everyone who didn't just click away.
Thank you to all 50 of you that are still hanging out with me on a happy Sunday, Father's Day Sunday. I think my dad popped back in the chat again there. I saw him for a second. Somebody was saying hi to him again. And I want to say thank you for the super chat. Caleb's Aquatics, the $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that very, very much. Let's see. So we've got like the question to me too is like, when is there too many projects? Because we both have got a lot of projects and we find ourselves kind of like burning ourselves out to the point of literally it's backwards. To drinking our drink backwards, or like completely forgetting live streams, like completely forgetting that I have a live stream because we're so caught up in everything else that's going on. So yeah, it's like when is too much. Obviously, the animals have to be cared for properly, and there's a responsibility. If you're going to keep this many animals, we make sure that we take care of them. We make sure that they're healthy.
And to be fair, that is one thing that is like one of my main priorities right now, is to figure out how to have like a normal people schedule, sort of. Yeah. But also, he's like, yeah, I'd like to have dinner before 10 p.m. some night.
Or midnight.
That was like 2 days.
No, it's okay.
I had all the water changes on those days. Okay, so when you're doing it and you're single or living alone and you have this many tanks and animals, you can just work until you realize that you're dying of starvation or dehydration, or you can actually smell your own body odor.
Or I smell it for... Okay. You keep making me hit the cat block.
Yeah, guys, this is just, I don't know, it's not a good day for this, I guess. It's too hot. I feel like we're both delirious. But, yes, trying to figure out a normal people schedule, because on my own, I could just work and then eat food.
Well, she'd probably have like one meal a day.
I did. I had coffee until like...
I can do that too in the morning. I could go on the coffee.
So yes, figuring out a normal people schedule, but also putting the animals first can be tricky, because you want to do all the animal stuff before you, and if you do that when you have this many tanks, you're not going to eat until like 7 or 10 p.m.
Yeah, it's like farm. You got to split it up. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my dad is still here. Happy Father's Day to you. I'm going to give you a call a little bit later. He's eating his popcorn and watching the show. Oh, boy. Yes, I think that the fish fam camp in the backyard is definitely a priority. That should be on the list of projects. I don't have it here, but we will be working on Camp Fish Fam.
I don't want to be those neighbors.
We already are those neighbors. That's what Amber keeps saying, that I don't want to be those neighbors, and I keep telling, I'm like, Amber, we already are those neighbors.
If I would stop watering the lawn in my sweatpants at 11 p.m., maybe we wouldn't be those neighbors.
So let's see. So I got a bunch of projects too. Nobody really wants to hear about all my projects. You'll see them in my videos. But I got the laminar flow hood. You guys saw that. That's pretty much finished. I got a little bit more to do on that, but it's really not a priority for the fish. So I've kind of like slowed down on that a little bit, because QT is a little bit more of a priority for both of us.
Yeah.
Right? But I did my desk. I finally got it finished. You guys can't see it, but it's right here, finished. It looks so nice. I'm going to put out a video this week, a little bit of an update. I'm going to show you my streaming setup that I've got going on here in the room. I finished this today. I told Amber, we tried to like make an agreement this morning that we were going to try to chill out, no crazy projects or anything. Don't get anything deep. Just lay low and just have a relaxed Sunday. Be ready for the stream.
I kind of listened.
And she went off her way and started on projects, and so
I kind of listened.
I painted this table back here behind Amber, where we got the lamp on. Let them see it real quick. Ooh, you can't really see it. But I painted that black, like 3 coats of black on that. It's nice. But eventually that's going to have a tank on it, and I might even have a tank on the shelf below it as well. So that's a project that I kind of just finished up today, or will be a light project. I mean, a lights, tank project eventually. Let's see. It's another thing that's kind of a project for both of us, those two, is just kind of like kicking up on the live foods too. Live foods for.
Well, that goes hand in hand with. So I don't know if like I've said it on one of your streams before now or anything to that nature, but we have an entire rack of cichlid breeding pairs right now, and my goal is to, within a month span, successfully either pull or get them raising each pair, get them either on healthy eggs that I pull, or get them to raise up spawns of their own. I want a spawn from each of my cichlids.
But definitely working on more live foods, and even just look more realistic live foods that are like, for nutrient wise they're realistic, and also for like the amount of work we put into them and stuff like that.
We are going to interrupt this to say thank you.
Yes. Thank you for the $19.99 super chat. Stick this in the backup microphone. Yeah, exactly. That's what we need. What I want to do is just get a second studio microphone so that we can kind of have our own mics. But this isn't so bad either. It was really, before I had the plastic folding table, and mounting this onto the plastic folding table, if you guys watched that stream, it kept falling off because it's just sliding off of that plastic. But now it's firm, it's in place. I can move it around. I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to break the arm before I break the table or anything. So this is pretty sweet. I think this is better. I don't think I need to worry about it. I just wanted to experiment with the lav mic wireless just because I just want to see how it would work. Obviously, it's a pain and not worth it. Anyways, thank you again, Jason, so much for that the $19.99 super chat. I do want to say thank you again for all the awesome information you've been sharing with me lately in regards to tissue culture cloning, because that's on my list of projects as well, tissue culture cloning. But I'm definitely taking a little bit of a step, not taking a step back, but just like regrouping with, especially with information that he shared with me. Just kind of like, the fish need to come first too. We're still in the process. That goes back again to like QT is really important. Finishing QT and.
Well, I think that quarantine is like multifaceted because we have one entire rack left to finish, but we're both also trying to figure out meds in a hobby that really heavily relies on maybe a handful of base American products.
And they're kind of watered down.
They're very weak. They're very weak. I experienced that for many years working with imported domestic bettas and having to do quad doses of these medications in order to treat things because medicines in Asia are so much stronger. Also, not very many people are working with proper antibiotics. So, that is a 2.5 gallon jug of water.
I know how to distract Amber. Keep going, Amber.
I don't even know what I was saying. You're really tempting fate. How full are you?
Okay. As you were saying?
Meds. Something about meds. Medication for fish.
We're kind of like just working to create a little bit more of a protocol. Base protocol anyways, right?
Yes, and also combining my intake procedure for fish when I first get them in with the knowledge I now have knowing meds better and utilizing this one for microscopy, because in the past I would get fish in, give them 2 days, and then I would deworm them and treat them for anything that I saw. Now I want to go a step further and give them the 2 days break, do a fecal exam, slime coat, scraping, and go from there.
I'm being told not to touch the mic.
Has anyone experienced...
Phil Emerson, everybody, I'm having an awesome day today. I hope you're having a good day as well, sir. Sorry, go ahead. What? He was just saying hi to everybody in the chat, Phil Emerson. Anyways, go ahead. And he said, everybody told me, no, don't touch it. No, I'm not touching anymore. Hi, Sharpie's Models and Aquatics. What's up, man? How are you?
You are the king of distraction today.
Yeah.
How much coffee have you
Drink coffee
had?
like an adult.
No, I think he's had way too much coffee
We
today.
have coffee, energy drinks. She gets me up at like 5. This morning she started watering the lawn at like 6:15, 6:30. That's how the morning started.
To be fair, the neighbors across the street were already blaring country music. Okay, that.
Yeah, all morning.
So, Crowntail Half Moon asked if anyone experienced culturing Daphnia successfully. I have, and I've had it crash, and I've had somebody.
I thought Daphnia, yeah.
I've had somebody very experienced with Daphnia tell me that if you raise scuds in the tank with your Daphnia, they will help keep it clean and your culture won't crash.
Yeah, I've done it a few times, and I always kind of crash it and try to. I think the biggest thing is keeping it clean and finding the right foods for them.
Mm-hmm.
Find the right foods to keep them sustaining themselves. Keep it like a perpetual harvest of them, so you don't run out. You're not just like empty out the tank and they crash. But yeah, I've done it twice, and it was just such a pain because I kept crashing them. But I think if we could fine tune it, then they'd probably be a good food source. If we could really fine tune the culture process and keep it from crashing so.
Oh
easily.
yeah, at this point, I mean, there's a number of things I want to raise up. Honestly, I know it's going to be a pain, but man, I need to get some adult live baby brine shrimp, not baby brine shrimp, adult brine shrimp, because those are what I'm feeding the most of frozen thawed. I feed 2 to 3 sheets a day.
You mean live ones, but you wouldn't be able to keep up with that to farm them out yourself. We would need like
Maybe.
IBC totes and salt water.
I mean, to be fair, I kept some really big colonies of sea monkeys as a kid alive for many years. I don't know.
Look at Haley's catching me. She just caught me yawning. I'm crashing. I am. It's been we said there was no projects today, and we're both off. Like, what are you doing? I thought you were gonna do anything. I thought you're doing something. You're painting something. Yeah, you're doing.
I didn't give you crap at all because I knew you were going to do that anyways. I knew you just wanted me to not be all tired and sweaty and grumpy for the stream because, if we're being totally honest, that's why last week's stream was canceled because 5 minutes before the stream, he came and found me sweaty and dirty in the garden. He's like, "We're going live. What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm not going live right now." And then a small argument ensued because I should have paid attention to time, and I am sorry about last week's stream. I take responsibility for that.
Anyways, let's see.
You can friend See? Oh, Jesse.
Sea shrimp are nice too.
But I don't want to have dead fish.
What are we talking about?
I mean, I could feed them like silver sides and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know. But we're definitely we gotta get the bride shrimp going. Anyways, the live food. We're going to kick up the notch a little bit with the live foods. Different microworms, grindle worms, banana worms. We have the live baby brine shrimp.
Most of those. We just need to like keep them going and multiply.
Some kind of scuds, maybe. We do like a scud tank and maybe try Daphne and see if we can keep it going. But that would be fun. What was the other thing? What else do I have for projects? Where's my little list here because I can't remember anything. What else did I have that was really cool? Well, also, just kind of like a little bit of a call to action to you guys. I'm just curious for like new series for me on my channel, if there's anything based on what you guys, what you see going on here in the house and stuff that we're working on. What would you guys like to see a series on? Like a specific subject matter for me to go deep. Obviously, I have a series I want to do again, going into microscopy. I've got a lot of tanks here to play with in regards to like digging into the substrate and just checking out the biofilm on the glass, even just seeing what tanks got going on in them.
No, because like,
she doesn't want to know.
No,
I think it's awesome.
Even if even like the tanks where they're good, they're like good natural little.
You don't have. You won't look. Just actually won't
Well,
watch those videos.
I'm gonna have my hands in that water, and the way some of those things look under a microscope.
A lot of them are safe.
No.
So definitely some more microscopy. But if there's anything else, let me know in the comments, or you could let me know in this chat now. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna do a 10-gallon. Back here, I've got this like $400 light, and I'd like to put it on something more like a 29-gallon tank, maybe, or something else. But I'm tempted right now just for the overkill. I'd like to put this monster $400 light on a 10-gallon aquarium and just put some super high light plants in it, and I'll just let it carpet out and stuff and see what happens. I don't know. That's tempting. As like a little tank right back here, but that's something for the future. That's just kind of goofing around. That's more goofing around. Anything I do in here is more like fun to me at this point. There's so much important stuff going on in QT and downstairs and in the basement. That's like where majority of that's why I haven't really put much work into my office. That's why I don't have tanks in here yet, because that's really not what's important right now.
See, but it's funny because his desk is the utilitarian part of this. It's like a studio desk. It's got wheels and it's a very attractive desk, but you have 2 monitors and 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 lights and a camera behind it.
Yeah.
And the rest of the room is going to be your like play, display, decorative. Whereas my office, my desk is actually like my grandfather's old dining room table and the love seats from my great aunt's house, and I have plants and all this like pretty stuff on it. But the rest of the room is my bed of breeding. So that is another one of my projects, is to get my office finished, because once I have everything set up, it is going to have 12 tens for spawning. Yes.
No, go ahead. I'm just laughing at Haley. Go ahead.
4 or 5 gallons to use to condition males to get them ready to spawn, or even to like treat issues that I have, and then 8 20 longs for divided to use for my breeders as long-term, like live-in, just divided tanks. Creative Pet Keeping's done them. Raise Aquarius done them. Kasha from Creative Pet.
You do mostly betas in your office.
It's all betas, except
All
for
betas.
my super secret Guppy Antler project that's on the desk.
Yes,
The
which
light.
is your super secret Endler. Yes.
The fancy pants ones that started as a Project Guppy of Haley's. So thank you, Miss.
And I think I had something to do with that too.
No, that's the other one that's not a secret.
Oh.
It's a secret, but it's not super secret.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Haley is trying to give me stuff about how I just want to grow algae.
I told him that this morning, dude. I told
She
him
said
that
the
this morning.
same
I
thing.
literally said the same thing. And he pops his head. He's like, "Why do you have to say that? There's a lot of variables.
There's a lot of variables
The light
because
cycle." And I'm like,
okay.
"It's a 10-gallon with it."
It's a 60-watt light, and I'd probably run it for maybe 5 hours a day, maybe, and I would plant the bejesus out of it so that it's like, yeah, like a one big planted sponge. And anyways, yes, there's lots of variables. I wouldn't have that 60-watt light LED cluster going for 12 hours a day just growing algae. It would make for a nice green water tank though. That could be nice. Anyways.
Green water isn't about the light, though.
Okay. Okay. Yes, we're not gonna. Okay. All right. I do want to say hi to Candy. I want to say hi to Candy. I didn't get to say hi to her yet, but thank you so much for being in here. Hope you're doing good today. Hope you're enjoying your Father's Day. I hope everybody's good on your side up there in Colorado. I kind of miss Colorado. I need to get back. I need to spend some, just to be up in the mountains. I miss that. You know. We got like one day. I just missed the snow. We got lucky. I got like it snowed like twice.
Colorado's not gonna have snow this time.
Not right now. Not right now.
He's like, I miss the mountains. We're in the mountains.
When I think about Colorado, I think about all
it's
this
the Green
snow.
Mountain State, and he's I miss the mountains.
I haven't had the chance. Well, see, that's the thing is, I got here and I got like maybe 2 or 3 light
yeah,
snow
but how
days.
going to Colorado isn't gonna fix that.
Not today, but that's what I know.
We have snow here.
Never. Well, yes.
We're almost Canada.
Never mind. Anyways. Let's see.
Well, I'm not wrong.
60 watts isn't that much. Yes, it's 60 watts, but it's an LED cluster. So that's 60 actual watts going into LED. 60 actual watts of LED power, right? So it's actually probably 2 to 3 times that much, like technically like lumens wise or something, but it's an LED cluster, and it literally pulls 60 watts on its own. Anyways,
I'm laughing because Chrissy Pollins is saying, Joseph, you're in Vermont.
I know, but I haven't had to. I got lucky. It was like a couple of fun little snow days and a couple of cool nights where it was like, ooh, and then spring, like that. I got so lucky. I missed it. I almost was kind of bummed because this is hot to me, super hot to me. I really wanted to get some more snow. I have been on the Caribbean for so long. I wanted to taste of some more snow. I didn't get enough of it. It'll be here.
Remember this, guys? Remember this moment when 6 months from now, he's like, it was negative 55 today. I don't understand this place. In a live stream. It's going to happen.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's going to happen.
You can remind me of that. Yeah.
I will. You know I will.
And you probably, everybody will remind me of that.
Yes.
That's enough to light a house. Yeah, it's a nice light. It's an Aquatic Life. They make a lot of water filtration systems, but it was like $399, and I had it on that 29-gallon Bowface tank in the Caribbean, and I just like to grow some plants with it. You know, I've never really used it properly to really use it on like highlight plants, so that would be fun to really.
You might be able to get away with it if you put the spot fin gobies in, because they'll eat all the algae and keep the tank nice and pretty for you.
You're so funny.
I think so.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah, Jesse, I know. You know what I'm talking. I am sweating so bad right now, Jesse. And
I've been in jeans and sweatshirts for most of this. You'll get used to it.
Yeah.
You adjust.
Well, I've been waiting for it to fully go into spring because I am ready for like board shorts and flip flops.
Oh no, spring?
Well, no, like
Spring is
we've
done.
had a couple of cold nights still, but I'm just getting to the point where like I'm about to be done with the pants. I've been still wearing jeans because for me, just like it keeps going back and forth from night and day. But we're about to get to that point where it's like we've had some hot nights where it's hot. It's hot. All the fans are on, all the white noise. Don't even know what's up. Anyways, Pam, how are you? Good to see you here. Oh, let's see. What else is going on? This is a solid day, too. It's a solid day for streaming. There's a lot of people streaming today. Like, Mr. B put the lineup over there on the FishTuber Notification Squad page there on Facebook. Sunday is one solid lineup. It's really nice. I mean, going all the way through the day and all the way through the night. I remember when it was kind of here, there, and it was more in the afternoon and then the evening, and it's really filled up. It really has.
Nice.
Rob93, how are you? Good to see you here.
John, who we met at my talk in San Francisco, popped in, and he got Betta Persephone and Rubra, which...
Oh, nice.
Those are 2 out of my 3 favorite wild bettas. So please, if you need any help with them, shoot me an email. And be sure to pop into a future stream when they breed and let us know, because I'm sure you'll be successful with them. Persephone and Rubra are very eager breeders for sure. That's so exciting.
Robert Ford says you can't change an old man set in his ways. Yeah, you could try. Some people will try. Anyways, 13. I got something in my eye. Wait a minute. 13 back-to-back streams on Wednesday too. Bob Kaler says that's pretty solid. It's a pretty solid day. That is pretty solid. You find that in the Aussies now. A lot of people are streaming. Got a lot of streams coming from Australia as well too.
So, another project, because this is kind of along the lines of me just showing up at the house, being like, look what I found! It was free on the side of the road. Or, in this case, it was a stack of pallets next to a dumpster at a construction site, so I assumed they were free. I mean, they just probably didn't want to go to the effort to write the free sign and lug them to the curb. I imagine that's what happened. Either way, we have a bunch of pallets.
Candy says, I'm sorry, go ahead. A bunch of pallets.
We now have a bunch of pallets that I'm gonna hopefully enlist his help in turning into a deck for me. Go ahead. What's up, Joseph?
Nothing, go ahead. Tell about the pallets.
I finished telling them about the pallets. This is the worst. Neither of us
Well,
is
I'm
on
trying to figure out
topic.
what we're gonna do about the
This
frame
is
for
why
the
people
palette.
tell you to not read the chat when you're streaming.
It's either read the chat, make sure you're in live chat, or don't read the chat.
Don't read the chat, Joseph. Stop
Anyways.
reading the chat, Joseph. You miss half of it
The key
anyways,
is though,
babe.
how are we gonna do the frame? You want to reuse like the wood blocks to create how you want to
Yeah.
create the frame for it.
Yeah, I want to pop off all the front and back pieces of wood, use the good frames, anchor them together, and then just redo it at an angle.
At an angle.
Yeah, it'll look cool. Immediately, it's like, what?
Laura, you're making this now? You're doing this?
I mean,
was
or you are.
Oh.
Whoever wants to do it. I just want it to happen. I also want a chipmunk fountain. I now have 7 monks. Did you see them this morning when I was on the phone with Haley?
Yeah, the cat comes across the street looking for him.
The
too.
cat is broken. It's been hit by a car and drags its back end. That cat isn't going to take down anything. My
He
my
comes
monks
over,
need
I
a
know that's what
fountain.
he's coming over here for, though.
No, that cat comes over because I was giving it water for a while.
Okay.
Cat comes over because I made friends with it.
What do we got? Chrissy Poland, how are you? Good to see you in here. And Anna's Hobbies, how are you? I don't know if I said hi to DPK. I think I did, didn't I?
Jesse from HC says he's been looking for anything in the Froshi complex. Those can be trickier. They do like their pH to be a good bit lower than a lot of the other ones, but
Like
I had
what?
success with
How low?
4.0.
4.0.
4.5. Some of them like it around 5.0, but to get successful eggs. I don't know why you look at me like
Oh
that.
no, that's just, it's nice and low. It's just nice and
I mean, the lowest species I ever worked with wanted their eggs to be at 3.0. Those were the trickiest to get to spawn.
That is kind of hard though for some people to create that in a biotope, in a
Well,
tank. Right?
It seems hard, you just have to be patient. As long as
Yeah.
you put the right components in the tank and let them do their thing for long enough, it will break down and become the right pH. Pellets are a nightmare to work with, but so is a budget, because I don't like budgets, so I'll go somewhere and be like, I'm gonna spend $50 building this, and like $400 later I'm like, crap, what have I done? So this is reasonable.
Yeah, well, I don't want to make it a big. I wouldn't want to get too like detailed with it if it is going to be pellets, because it's not pressure treated or anything like that. It's not going to last.
We're
super
not
duper
gonna.
long.
This isn't.
Yeah, but
It's a
so
rental.
just like I would do like a light frame, but just make sure that it's balanced and that you're not going to fall through any of them. And I just like the idea of putting a nice little table out there and maybe a little canvas awning, just a place to eat outside, because it is so
Little
warm here. The
table.
way we have, well,
I brought home a full dining set that I'm repainting sky blue. Like a wood dining set that I got for like $30.
The big Axolotl crypts, they're good. They're very good. They're still in quarantine in a quarantine tank, but they are good. They did make it. The large crypts from Dansley.
Yes.
Yeah, those are good.
Yes, 2 of them are with the Episto Hung Slung Eye.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You said the crypts were probably for me.
Jesse says he needs a low pH how-to video. And I get what it's like, that thing where it takes time, especially if you're working with real organics, botanicals, to create that pH. It takes time for it to break down. That's what you just said, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haley, when you called me this morning, Joseph had about a pot of coffee, and when I said, what are you drinking, it's because he pulled a Monster out of the fridge while rapid fire talking to you.
Yes. And that's
Not to call him out, but I'm calling him out for too much caffeine consumption.
No, it's not caffeine. It's taurine. It's a bunch of other nasty
It's
chemicals.
even worse.
Nasty chemicals on top of that. What did I see in here? There was a question in here for you. I thought something. Oh, well, Jesse. Oh yeah, he wants a video. That's right. He was talking like a pH, a low pH video.
Mhm.
That'd be something perfect for your channel because of the all the betas that you like to work with.
What would be perfect for my channel is absolutely anything I get the will to film at this point,
Yeah,
because
that'd
I
be
have
nice.
so much crap that I do in a day fish-wise, and I film none of it. Absolutely none of it.
William Jansen want to know if I got all the boxes. As far as I know, I have. I haven't completely packed, a couple of them. But yes, everything seems to have checked off the list and off of my receipts so far. I haven't pulled out the pasta maker yet. That's in the middle of some box, right? I didn't bring that down to the kitchen. Pasta maker. I got
Where are boxes that you haven't opened?
Everything's in the in there.
Oh, in your closet. Yeah,
don't
that's
open
what.
that up. Things might fall out. It looks good out here, but don't open up that closet. Let's see. I'm looking at the chat. I'm over here seeing what's going on. Thank you, Bob Kaler, for throwing out the links to Amber's channel. Jesse, thank you as well for throwing out the links to Amber's channel. Yeah, I'm gonna get her making some content. Even for me, it's been a little tough because the last 30 days even have just been kind of getting settled and kind of finding my bearings here, and also for her, I'm sure just getting used to having somebody else and her personal space too. But the last month, that's pretty much what it has been. It's been just basic stuff and just getting things settled. And now I'm starting to really feel like I can look at a calendar and think about a broad plan for content for my channel. And that's another thing you were talking about a little bit. We both like to do a little bit more on Instagram as well.
Well, yeah, I kind of want to do I want to make myself post something every single day in July to my Instagram, because I want to do something every single day that's worth taking a picture of.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have plenty of stuff. Fish anyways to take pictures of.
Yes.
Yes.
Or plants.
Oh, let's not forget, because we are getting close to the end of the chat. I do remember, I should have said this in the very beginning. We are going to do a members only live stream tomorrow night.
Yep.
Tomorrow night, doing an update for members only of all of the cichlids in the main room and the main floor.
And we have a couple of new ones. Yes, moved to the breeding rack,
and
which...
we have lovebird. We have Love is in the air a little.
I mean, Love is
always in the air. That's what she's going to say. That's what I thought. I'm going to drink some of your Arnold Palmer over here.
Because
you can let me have some because you love me. Anyways. So what was up? What's up with the cichlids?
The cichlids are pretty much always breeding.
It's hot.
When you keep them properly, they'll actually breed on a consistent cycle. At least that's what I've found. So.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be able to share with you guys all the new cichlids that are down there, and all the cichlids that are kind of sitting on some eggs. There's some nice stuff going on, and yeah, some of the pairs are starting to make a little bit more of a cycle. They're starting to show their pattern.
They are.
Cycle.
I have a few that, they've been spawning. One pair has spawned every 12 days for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
And I just, pretty much every single time, I like to give my pairs a really good chance to be parents. And that includes leaving the male in, because I use 20 highs for my epistogrammas, which for the most part, you can have a mother sitting on eggs or fry and the male in the tank, there's not going to be an issue. But that's with bonded pairs that are...
Sorry. Go
ahead.
No, finish what you're saying.
I have no idea what I was saying. Go ahead.
Did you really lose it completely?
I did.
We're talking about bonded...
That's the level of frustration.
Bonded pairs. I'm just trying to catch, because...
Just go.
Bob Kaler is asking me about the memberships, turning on memberships for someone else. And I do not know how that works. I have to look into that. I didn't know you could do that. And I was trying to look into that. I don't know that I can do that. I have to figure that out.
Why are you looking at me like I would have any idea?
Oh, I don't know. I thought that we were both... I don't know. Anyways, Deanna Somerville, good to see you in here still. I hope you're keeping the island together down there, keeping it from floating away.
Deanna, thank you again for the plants.
Oh, yeah.
The 9 little seedlings are doing wonderfully.
And they're in the video. We didn't really point them out, but when I showed Pedro the lucky lizard in the last video that we did, the plants are right there to the left in 2 different pots. You finally repotted them into their own pots now.
Yes, Jesse.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
We got Yes, sorry. We have 2, so I'm going to check that out for you, Bob Kaler. I got to see what's up with that, see if that is an option. With 2 minutes to go, I definitely want to say thank you to all of my members, to all of my Patreons, to all of my moderators that help out in the chat, throwing out all the links. Keep in mind, Blake's Aquatics down in Australia. He's coming up next. He'll be up next at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the United States. Let's see, Aquaman, how are you? Good to see you here as well. We're getting on this this tissue culture stuff is coming together slowly but surely. He's been playing around. He's been doing a little bit of tissue culture cloning as well. Let's see. But yeah, tomorrow, members only live stream. What time of the night we're gonna do it? What do we want to do? What do we want to do?
I don't know. Ask Candy.
I should ask Candy.
I'm so sorry that I automatically.
I'm not so worried about it because it's members only.
I automatically defer to Candy to be like, we don't want to interrupt other. I know,
but it's for members only, and I don't like a massive amount of members, so I'm not too worried about like really doing it over somebody else. But we'll probably do something more in the evening, like after our dinner, so 6 or 7. 6 or 7, and it might not even be
That's
a full.
after our dinner.
Do you think it'd be an hour?
Hang on, we're having dinner at 5 p.m. tomorrow.
I don't know. Well, we're gonna have to figure this out. But I'm gonna put it up. I'll put it up for members.
Let's just do 8 o'clock. Let's just do 8
sounds
o'clock.
Good. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock works.
Wait, 8 o'clock on Monday. Is that when Steamfot goes?
Steamfot. Candy. This is why I'm like, I need defer to Candy.
Well, she's the most adult grown-up that I know.
I am here. I'm at the hour. Everybody make your way over there to go.
He will post the time to his community tab when he finds out what time he's going to.
Yeah, I'm going to post it. I'll post it for members. All the members will get it. I'll post it on my Patreon as well. I'm probably going to try to figure out a way. I'll post a link for it. It'll be like an unlisted thing or something so that some of my Patreons can see it as well, because I'd like to share that with them. But it is 6 o'clock right now. It's time to make your way over to Blake's Aquatics Down Under, and he's going to share with you all the awesome stuff he's got going on.
He's been working on some. Happy Father's Day again to everybody out there who is a dad, has a dad, doesn't have a dad. Just happy Father's Day.
Yep. Danikin Aquatics, how are you? Good to see you in here. Happy Father's Day to you as well. Happy Father's Day to everyone, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon. Check out the rest of the awesome streams going on. If you guys are members, check out the stream tomorrow for members only. If you're not a member, become a member, and then you can see it as well. But thank you guys so much. Happy Father's Day. Remember, guys, keep your tanks clean, your fish fed, and have fun.
Oh, the heat has made us both delicious.